From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, break.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. ETN once more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in there.
Offensively lucky to have that one back. On third down, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Give them 18 on the play. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, ETN once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate here in that period.
They did a really nice job standing in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. He's got room at the 30. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up the first and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. A minimal gain as we tip down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
One more time with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it calls a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Room here to run. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. Touchdown Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are once again back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. John Hightower now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by Barker is on target. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Getting a sense of the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. George Karlaftis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 44 yards. And the Chiefs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time. The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. 14 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's got room at the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4th quarter lead. On 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Another tote for Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got it.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
ETN on the toss right.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, on the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 4th?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Seriously? Was that even a play?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Full run show Fatukasi. He's the